Hey, dance teachers. I'm Jessie, the founder of Werk, where you're in control of how you make money as a dancer. And I'm going to walk you through every single step of how to sign up, set up your profile, and start listing your classes. So, the first thing you're going to do is go to getwerk.co, work with an E, and you can read a little more about how everything works. And when you're ready, you can hit get started or hit sign up at the top right. You're going to put in your email. I'm going to use a test email address. And for user type, of course, choose teacher. And you're going to make up a password, accept, and this will send you an email verification. Great. And you can X out of this, and this will take you to your profile setup. So think of this as at a glance, helping people understand who you are as a dance teacher. You can get way more specific later when we list the classes, but this is just to capture who you are. We're going to add our profile picture. I'm sure you have some beautiful headshots to use here. We're going to mention our gender if you'd like. We'll write a little profile. This is all going to be fake, by the way, so I'm just going to make things up. Okay, you're going to write something way more compelling and legible, but we're just going to leave that there for now because we need to move on. Location, you're only going to put in your zip code. No need to put in your full address. Student age group is who you typically teach. So I'm just going to put adults. For social, you don't need to copy and paste your link, just your handle is fine. And class preference is what you usually teach. So I usually teach new dancers with no experience or beginners, and I'll put professional and advanced for now. Styles that you usually teach, I'll put hip hop, K-pop. So we actually have an open/other that I think a lot of people are going to be choosing, but be patient. We're going to add that in soon. Using adjectives and layman's terms to describe your vibe as a teacher and your movements is a much easier way for beginners specifically to understand. So I'm going to say I'm high energy, fluid, dramatic. Yes. Let's put sensual, sexy too, joyful, playful, so technical. Yes. Okay. How often do you want to teach? You can choose multiple here. So for example, I'm going to do daily, also open to coaching consistently and open to traveling too. You can also put, I don't know for now, that's fine. For this section, you want to have a video that sort of represents visually everything that you just said. So I made a little reel, nothing fancy, just some videos back to back. And the trick here is you have to press this green button or else it actually won't upload. So let's do that. And it'll show up here. Okay, so I have everything I want. I'll save the changes. You can always come back and edit this too, so it doesn't have to be perfect right now. And when you hit view your profile, you'll see what other people see on your page. Now, your classes that you are selling are going to show up here, but we haven't listed any yet, so let's do that. You're going to go to list your class on this top right corner. There are 3 different types of classes that you can offer. So the first one is a studio hire, which is I'm teaching this class at an actual physical studio. So if a dance studio is looking for a Wednesday night hip hop teacher, then they can hire you through this listing. For privates, these are for your individual one-on-one students. The difference is that virtual class is obviously over Zoom. And we say teacher studio for in-person ones because we encourage you to meet at more communal public spaces. So if you have access to an actual dance studio, that's awesome. If you have a apartment with a nice gym and a dance room, or if you have a garage that you renovated into a studio, something like that. After a private student requests to book this class, you're going to be put into a chat, and that's where you can specify, hey, meet me at this place, blah, blah, blah. So for this example, let's just do studio hire. I'm going to make all this up. Let's say I teach intermediate advanced, and I do hip hop and open. Hip hop influence, but really open. Feelings, I'm intricate, fluid, high energy, playful, sexy. Okay. So we just explained the style, the vibe of the movement. Now, how are you teaching this movement? Are you teaching it as a choreography piece? Are you actually just sitting down and talking about how to get there? Are you doing sort of a follow along, like closer to a dance workout grooves class? Are you doing a freestyle session, or are you focusing on technique? I think technique is most relevant for brand new and beginner students, but of course there's technique across a lot of different styles, a lot of levels. And coaching and advice we put in mostly for those individual private students. I'll put choreography for this one. Music preferences, I dance to hip hop, pop, rap, R&B. I'll put Latin, K-pop. Yeah. Class description, you want to explain as closely as possible what people are going to get out of your class. Something like that. Next, location. Again, just your zip code is fine. Pricing. I'm going to put an hour and a half. I think that's what the math came out to. Correct me if I'm wrong. It's fine. $10,000. Okay, know your worth. Next, availability. This is your default schedule that's going to carry on over week. And I'll show you how to make exceptions later, but let's just set this up for now. So for studio hires, my calendar is going to be specific to when I'm available to teach this class. Other class listings that you put out are going to have their own availability attached to them. So let's say I only want to teach at studios on Wednesday nights. So let's do 7 p.m. till 10:30 p.m. Okay. You can also add exceptions. So let's say I'm going to be out of town traveling from July to the end of July. This will automatically adjust any dates that you are or aren't available. Save this. And next, photos. This is the video that I uploaded earlier, but you can also add things that are more specific to this class listing. So let's say class listing video 1. I just pulled something random. Again, click that green button. These, for now, have to be MP4 files, but I'll give you guys an update when we open it up to more formats. We're going to publish it. And I can see this part being the most annoying, where you have to pull up your bank account details and everything. You can also do this later, but I actually encourage you to just get up and find that and put it in. And for this video, let's say that I already did that. Now, what happens after I draft that class listing is that it goes into a review with the work team. So we double check your profile info, we double check that you filled out everything. And if everything looks good, we'll approve it and your listing is going to go live for people to see and buy. Let's do another one. Let's do private virtual class. And I'm going to make this listing for my coaching offering. So I'm not going to physically get up and dance over Zoom, which you absolutely can, but this is going to be my offering as a dance coach. So I focus on people with no experience, beginner dancers. Oh, man, I wrote a really good one for my actual listing. So, okay, I'm just going to copy paste this. Okay, this is my actual class listing. Next, your location. Again, just your zip code is fine. Pricing. Coaching sessions tend to be a little shorter. I'm going to put 30 minutes. And price, this is made up, okay? Availability. Okay, so like I said, my default schedule for this is separate from my default schedule for my studio hire. So if I want to coach, I want longer periods of time where I can really think about my clients. So I'll do weekends where I have a little more flexibility. Let's say I start at noon and at 7, so I can still go out. Sundays, let's do Sundays a little shorter, but still a long enough stretch of time. So in my head, I'm thinking, okay, on Wednesdays, I'm open to teaching at studios, but on weekends, I'm putting on my coach hat and I'm going to sit down with my students and help them achieve their goals. So I'll save the schedule. Next, media. Yeah, another video that, let's pretend this is relevant. Here we go. This is me, by the way. Again, let's pretend that you put in your payment info. Good job. And now when you go to your classes, you'll see your listings, and these are not live yet, okay? The navigation up here is pretty simple and intuitive, and you can edit really anything at any time. If you want to delete your class listing entirely, you can either set your availability to nothing so you don't get booked for that accidentally, or you can email us at hello@getwork.co and I'll take care of that for you. Let's say these are live now and someone requests to book your class. You're going to get that message in your inbox here. And as a dance instructor, you'll get your requests. As a customer, this is where you can also, as a teacher, browse other people's classes and book them too. But your work is going to be here as a dance instructor. And again, you can talk through more of the details, you can confirm it. And when you approve the booking request, the payment from the studio or the student is going to be held. And after you teach the class, you're going to be paid out automatically. And after that, you can also leave a review for the studio or student, and they can leave a review for you. And that's going to show up in your profile page. As proud as I am of what Werk has built so far, this is just the beginning, and there are a million ways that this experience could be better for you and the customers. So I want all your feedback, all your critiques, all your ideas, all your questions. Email me at hello@getwork.co. We want to make this a really useful tool for professional dancers and all of your clients. And no one knows what you need better than you do. So we're always open and really grateful for any of your feedback. Thank you for joining Werk, and thank you for using Werk, and happy dancing.